Welcome to Club Reddit, where being a member is always free. Simply mash that subscribe button and relax into a new video each day. Today we are going to have 3 tales of entitled parents, starting with entitled father demands stranger pay for his groceries because he promised he would. Next we will have no, you cannot have my dog. And finally, my mother gets mad at me and my girlfriend because she doesn't respect our privacy. So let's get right into it. Entitled father demands stranger pay for his groceries because he promised he would. A lot of people asked me to post some more stories after I posted my last one. But I didn't know which one to do. I've a good amount of them, however a lot of them aren't as bad as the ones I've already told. But this one is probably one of the worst. Please note I can't remember exactly what was said, but I'm putting it into what I think they said. Due to me working in a supermarket, I meet a lot of different people and most of them are incredibly nice and respectful. However, I also see a lot of Karen and male Karens. Unsure of the name they have, and that is exactly who this story is about. It was midweek and I was working the tills when a man entitled Dad and his son approached and began loading on their shopping. And they had a lot of shopping. After scanning their items, I told him the amount. I think it was around £145, and the entitled dad began rummaging round in his wallet and pulling out notes of money. After counting it all out, it turns out he was a few pounds short and decided his son should probably put something back so that he could pay. The kid was upset and reluctantly obliged. However, the guy who was standing behind him at the till spoke up. "I can get that for you," he said, obviously talking to the kid and not the dad. The kid smiled, and before he could say anything, the entitled dad went, "Thank you so much, it comes to £145. And he threw his son's items in the trolley and moved away to let the man come forwards. The other guy then said, "Man, I was talking about your kid's stuff. I'll buy that, I'm not paying for your shopping. I can't afford to." Entitled dad, "But you just said you would pay." Man, "Yeah, but I meant I'd pay for your kid's stuff, not yours." Entitled dad, "Well, you can't just make empty promises. You have to pay for it now." He then looked at me. "That's how it works, right? He has to pay because he promised he would. Me, he doesn't have to pay for anything that you buy, unfortunately." Entitled dad shoots me a mean look and tells his son to pass his stuff to the man behind, who was still nice enough to pay for it. Which is a lot nicer than I would have been, and then they both left. Midway through serving the nice guy, the first saw entitled dad and his kid at the cash machine through the window withdrawing some more money. Meaning all along he could afford it in the first place. So me and the nice guy had a good laugh about that. Next up is no, you cannot have my dog. Well, I never thought I would personally encounter one of these in the wild, but here we are. Nothing super crazy, but this happened this morning. Me entitled lady who thinks money gets her what she wants. I have 2 dogs. An 11-month-old long-haired Dutch Shepherd Beagle mix, he literally looks like a short-legged Dutch lol, his name is Bear, and a 10-week-old German Shepherd Lab Mastiff. Her dad was a pure Shepherd, mom a Lab Mastiff. She is Maylee, Mandarin for beautiful, or just May. Yes, my 2 puppies are beautiful. I'm very conceited on their behalf, haha. So this morning, like every morning, I get Bear harnessed up, leash on, pull May out of her crate, she's nighttime crate turning, harness on, and get in the car to go to their park. Sometimes we walk, but it's 20 minutes on foot and it was 36 degrees Fahrenheit outside, so opted for the 5-minute car since I haven't found May a sweater yet. I'm at the park with the dogs, I let them run around and play, then bust out the treats to do a little training. Bear is fully trained, I'm working with May to sit, stay, come, what have you, and then I hear it. The kissy noises and the high pitch, "Come here puppy," I'm trying to be firm, "No, stay." Bear sits. May takes off. I run after her yelling to stop and come, but she's going straight towards this woman, a good, I don't know, 10 to 20 yards away. I'm not good at guessing distance. She gets to her and I'm being firm with my commands. May, no, bad girl. Come. Entitled lady, "Oh, it's okay, I love dogs." Me, no, she's training. She shouldn't have ignored me. Entitled lady, "Oh, you're a dog trainer." I go to reach down to grab her, then this woman lifts her up and holds her. Me, no, these are my dogs. But I'm trying to train her to obey me as her owner. I reach for May and lady ignores my gesture. Entitled lady, "They're absolutely beautiful, how much for her?" Me, "She isn't for sale." At this point, I'm annoyed. It's 7 a.m. I get May and pull her from this lady's hands. She tried to resist my pulling but gave in. Entitled lady, oh you have to. My daughter has had such a rough year with everything and it would make her feel so much better to bring her a puppy. Me, I'm sorry. The shelter has plenty of dogs up for adoption and could use the funding. Have a good. Entitled lady, I couldn't bring home a shelter mutt. I want her how much? I'm done with this and will not feed into her crazy crap, so begin to walk away, keeping May in my arms and calling Bear, who was at my side the whole time just sitting like the goodest boy he is. She starts in with the, come here puppy come on, and making the kissy noises, and May is trying to wiggle out of my hands. Entitled lady, look. She clearly wants to come home with me. You're obviously neglecting her if she'd prefer a stranger over you. I shake my head, and get to my car. She's walking in my direction, so I quickly command Bear, load up, and he hops in the car. I walk around and get in, May in my hands. Instinct said to lock my door, so I did, thankfully, because as soon as she got to my car she tried to open the door yelling something about $500 for her. I just started my car and left. What the freak just happened? And finally we arrive at, my mother gets mad at me and my girlfriend because she doesn't respect our privacy. This happened some time ago when my girlfriend, Eva, and I have done the mistake of letting my mother live with us for some time. We did so in hope that she will help with some work, to fix the relationship between me and my mother and Eva and my mother, and in hope that my mother gets to like her after all. Eva and I are both 18. Now, we should not have done that at all, as it backfired horribly and made everything just worse. I admit the mistake. Though it probably just sped up the inevitable, cutting contact. My mother always hated her. Eva has a foreign ancestry, her foreign-born family members are all Muslims, and she has a skin condition, vitiligo, on every imaginable part of her body. My mother finds this absolutely unacceptable and disgusting. I, on the other hand, find it absolutely gorgeous. Now, onto the story. During the summer, we both slept naked, in underwear. My mother thought that she's entitled to spy on us when we are sleeping and did so only a few days in. I don't know what happened during the night, but I can only imagine her face. The next morning, she told me, I woke up before Eva did, that she is very uncomfortable with us being so sexual and exposing ourselves. When I asked her what she meant, she said, it's just that you should not expose me to your bodies. It's making me uncomfortable. Then I asked her yet again, because A, I'm stupid, and B, she didn't properly answer my question. Mom, sigh, just cover up next time you're sleeping. Finally realized what she means. Me, well, what about you just mind your business and don't snoop around. Mom, don't talk to me like that. It's just weird how she looks and she should not subject anyone to it. Insert petty butthole Eva, not that it's a bad thing, a good thing of course, walking in the kitchen the way she was sleeping, full well aware of the conversation. Mom, see. She shouldn't be doing this. It's inappropriate and disgusting. Eva, so are you watching us sleep? Being you, I'd keep my mouth shut. Me, well, what will you say now? It's one thing sleeping naked, however what you did is way worse. My mother then didn't say anything, but I knew that she is mad. Eva, being the petty butthole she is, then intentionally walked around in shorts and tank tops, much to my mother's annoyance. My mother, however, never commented on it again. She also told me that she overheard most of my and my mother's conversation. Since this incident, we always locked our room for the night. We kicked my mother out because of a much worse incident some months later, although as you are probably thinking, we should have done so after this incident. We are full no contact with her. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to drop us a like and a comment below, and if you haven't already clicked on subscribe, what are you waiting for? Mash subscribe now.